is it all in your mind? The power to change the world at a snap of your fingers, to alter all that we know in accordance with your own desires. Mastery of the material world by means obscured from sight. Magic is not what it seems. As with many things today, the popular perspective of magic and the definition of magic as applied by practitioners don't always line up. When we think of magic, we think of Hollywood, visual effects, unparalleled extraordinary feats, sensationalism, no-holds-barred thrill rides with exploding colours and superhuman sagas, ramped up to epic proportions, to where the world we inhabit, unaided by green screens and visual effects, seems boring, mundane. This is precisely the problem. The magic we think of as not existing is not the magic that many believe does exist. So often the magic of big budget entertainment is not the magic of those who live their lives by it. And so we must ensure our critical faculties are engaged. Because just as practitioners of magic throughout history have evaded detection, in many cases obscuring knowledge of their very existence, magic too is elusive. As legendary British occultist Dion Fortune once wrote, magic is much simpler and less formidable than popular imagination believes it to be. And so, to begin our journey to the heart of magic, we must first acknowledge and pay homage to a common favourable view of magic. An enchanted view where magic is wonder and enthusiasm. This view of magic seems to be less a statement about magic as a fact of existence, but rather an awe-inspired comment on the improbability and astonishment of the beauty that anything exists at all. Magic herein becomes a term that divulges the love we feel for the world in which we find ourselves. But this is by no means the whole picture. One definition of magic, often attributed to Dion Fortune, reads, "Magic is the art of causing changes to take place in consciousness in accordance with will." And this paints a very different picture, especially when applied to our modern understanding of psychology, emotional well-being, and what it takes to truly change a mind. And if our continued exploration of evidence-based therapy has anything to contribute to a conversation on magic, it's that lasting change often occurs when a new perspective can be come upon truly and deeply, such that it moves the person into a new phase of their life, a new pattern of thinking and feeling. Alan Moore, renowned author and wizard, once outlined magic as a combination of belief and ritual. Ritual herein containing the intentional use of symbols. These symbols are oftentimes imbued with meaning by generations of practitioners, each new generation then contributing their own shade to the overall colour of the symbol. Often, too, symbols are given meaning by the rich and complex inner worlds of the practitioners themselves, the ensuing ritual then becoming a coalescing of inner and outer worlds, carried by belief down the years to the altar, forest, river in that moment. To do a thing with intention, to embed it in the emotional vitality of ritual, to focus all of oneself on a change to be brought about, and to do so with no inhibitions, to do so with the abandon of one who has committed to this new circumstance and released their grasp on the old. This is no small thing. And though many believers in magic unfold this basic principle into a larger view of magic as a supernatural practice, you don't have to believe in the supernatural to acknowledge the potential impact of belief and ritual. We are, after all, creatures of habit, making each decision of our lives by the yardstick of our beliefs. Still, it cannot be denied that belief in the supernatural power of magic may contribute to the potency of magical work where changes in the inner world are concerned. But hold on a moment. Because in all this talk of the supernatural, of ritual, of belief, we might overlook something vital to understanding the true form of magic in the lives of practitioners. If you boil down these visions of magic to their core elements, they rest on two indisputable pillars: intention and practice. To intend and to proceed to do with intention a thing believed to change the inner or outer world. This is magic. For many, this looks like drawing upon the symbol of the moon, a symbol of great significance for generations of practitioners, in order to engage in an act given shape and meaning by intention. The one place the moon undoubtedly has power is in the mind. And it's not hard to imagine how this picture of magic can be applied to other areas of life too. The abstract emotional power of art, for one, is a marriage of intention and practice. Music, paintings, drawings, books, comics, films, theatre, dance, all of these and more have the power to change the minds of millions. But here's the thing. Rather than being an encouragement to create for the sake of creating, this view of magic emphasizes the importance of thinking things all the way through. To not only intend to create, but to intend to impact those who come upon your creation and, if nothing else, to leave a new idea in their mind. Magic, then, in practice, is the realization and propagation of new ways of thinking, of feeling, of existing. And in practice, at its core, magic is an act of conviction that ideas can change the world. And more importantly, that ideas can change us. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want a little bit of extra content from me each week, then check out the Patreon link in the description or up here on the screen right now. And if you want to see more videos from me with a more grounded approach to life after New Age spirituality, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell. Otherwise, please be kind and ask good questions, and I'll see you in the next one.